What's going on, guys? It's your boy King G with KOTV, and we back with another one. Fighter of the year, y'all. That's what we talking about. Yeah, that's what we talking about today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I already got mine hands down. I mean, I got my fighter of the year hands down. It's tough between the four that you seen on the thumbnails. It's real tough. It's not really tough to me, but for some people it is. Some people got different points of who should it be between Terence Crawford, David Benavidez, Devin Haney, and Naoya. I don't know why I always mess up his name. Naoya Inoue, right? I would have liked to try to, if Gervonta Davis had another big fight this year and had did something, he would have been up there. But I couldn't put him up there because he only fought Ryan Garcia, even though it was a good contest. It's still, he couldn't. Nobody could top the top two for me. So me personally, I thought that it was more of between Terence Crawford and David Benavidez. With Devin Haney, I didn't think that Devin Haney had the full amount of the opponents that he needed for the year. He did do good by beating Lomachenko. He did do really good by beating him, and then he beat Regis Prograis, which was still a fight that I knew he would win. So I couldn't say like that would give him the fighter of the year. With David Benavidez, it was hard to go against David because David had a very, very dominating, great performance against Caleb Plant earlier in the year, which was a fight that some people saw him losing because Caleb Plant is a great boxer. So some people actually thought he could lose that fight. I didn't think he could lose the fight either. I don't think it's too many people that can beat him at 168 or 75 myself. So I didn't have Plant beating him, but he beat Plant. Now, his next fight, which really put him over, was Demetrius Andrade, because Demetrius Andrade, in my eyes, is one of the best fighters at 168 that nobody ever wants to fight. He still, this is his first big fight, and to me, it proved to me how good David Benavidez is, because Demetrius Andrade is not a joke. He's not something that you could just, run over. You can't. He's not that type of fighter. So for him to beat him the way he beat him and make him quit on the stool in the 6th round, that gave him very, very, had him at the top of the list as fighter of the year. With Terence Crawford, I just think that because his career has been so played, I always felt like they downplayed his career. Out of all the great champions he beat, out of the fact that he was calling everybody out, that he was going for the smoke while people was trying to say he didn't want no smoke, and to dominate the welterweight division the way he has dominated it, every fight by knockout, and he dominated the division. So he gets all the way to the height of the division, which everybody said, hey, he gonna get beat by Errol Spence. Errol Spence is too big, he too strong, he too everything, and Terence Crawford is gonna meet his first defeat when he step in that ring. I heard it from so many different people. He was not the person that, if you don't know boxing, if you're a biased boxing fan, then you were picking against him. But everybody was picking against Terence Crawford, and when the fight happened, he dominated, like totally dominated, to make you feel like you didn't want to see a rematch, and this fight was more hype than action. But they do have a rematch coming up, this coming 2024. So we'll see what happens there. But I do think that was the fight of the year, the biggest fight of the year, to prove who was the best, the cream of the crop. So he did that. So I gave Terence Crawford number 1. And then we have Naoya Inoue. He's just been dominating everybody. Stephen Fulton, and his knockouts I mean, to be that small and have 25 wins, no losses, 22 knockouts, you punching hard at that small division, because I usually don't like watching the small guys because they usually go to decision too much because it's like they throwing pillows at each other. But Inoue is not throwing pillows, he's throwing stones. And he's been putting out some fighters. So I have it in my order is Terence Crawford 1, David Benavidez 2, Devin Haney 3, and Inoue 4. And they very, very close. Very, very close. Them two very, very close. So that's what I got. So y'all tell me what y'all got. You can leave some comments below. Let me know who you got as fighter of the year. But me, I had it hands down Terence Crawford, David Benavidez number 2, Devin Haney 3, and Inoue 4. So next year, I'm looking very forward to seeing new names up there. Especially, I want to see like Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, because hopefully Gervonta can get some big fights this year, and Shakur as well. You know, he gets some big fights so he can prove that he is who he say. Okay, but with that being said, it's your boy King G with KOTV. See you in the next video. We out.